Hey guys, Robert here with Realty One Group MVP, and today I wanted to go over what an escrow shortage is. That's when your escrow account, which is when you have a loan, it's what the bank uses to pay your taxes and insurance. So they collect X amount of dollars to keep that in that account. So that kind of increases what your monthly payment is. And then when you're closing on a loan, that's accounted for in your payment. So that gets paid out of that payment. So you don't have to go and pay your taxes and insurance separately. They make sure it's done. There's no issues with that. You don't lapse on insurance. You don't have any tax liens ever. It's already taken care of. But what happens is there can be a shortage, right? And then you have your prepaids, which you front load the account with at closing. So they'll usually collect 3 months. And sometimes what will happen, guys, is that depending on what month of the year you close on, if they're only collecting 3 months of padding and you're 9 months until your tax bill, and then they're trying to also pad the account for the following year, and sometimes the underwriters or the loan officers will undercut your taxes and insurance estimate just to get you qualified if you're borderline with your debt to income. Sometimes they do that. They finagle the bagel, right? And then your taxes ended up being, say, like 5% more than anticipated or 10% more than anticipated the following year. And then that leaves you in like year 2 or 3 with a shortage on your escrow. And then that'll increase your payment that following year until that shortage gets set. Now you could pay that with cash, and just cover the shortage and keep your payment the same. But if they're already figuring it short from the get-go, your payment still may go up a little bit when the real numbers for the taxes and insurance get applied to your account, guys. And another thing you can do is, if you don't want that shell shock, you don't have the money to pay right away, what you can do is, and it's too much, say it's like a $500 increase, and you're like, wow, that's really choking me on my monthly payment. You can ask the bank to stretch it out over 3 years. So that'll cut the shortage down by like 2/3. So if it was like a $600 more a month, then it would only be $200 more a month. They'll give you like a $400 a month break. So food for thought, guys. Hope that's a great tip for you. Make sure you're checking out my channel, my educational side, all my model tours. I'm a full service real estate agent here in the Parish, Florida, Lakewood Ranch, Tampa Bay area, guys. Give me a call, 941-879-4730. Shoot me a text. Check out robertlunt.com. Thank you for checking me out.